Our third line is Crosby, Marner, and Stone. This is gonna be fun. I'm Jake. I can't skate. And this is an Olympic hockey game day recap. So, Canada came into this tournament with lots of questions. Well, this team took all your questions and put a big fat check with a Z mark next to them, because you can put it in the win column. Canada wins 5-0 over Czechia in the first best on best men's Olympic hockey game for Canada in 12 years. And it was everything you could have asked for. Goaltending, Jordan Binnington gets a shutout. Check. Offense, scores some goals and scores them in all different ways. Check again. The overwhelming talent of this Canadian hockey team and its depth slowly grind away at the opponent until they collapse. Check. The physical elements of this team physically grind down the resistance of the opponent. Check, check, check. Even Drew Doughty, who looked a step behind today, was still serviceable. This was the absolute formula, and I don't see how anybody in their group challenges Canada in this tournament. Credit to Czechia. That's a good hockey team. It really is. Because, they did make our lives difficult at points in this game. There were shifts where Canada got hemmed in. There's a reason everybody's praising Jordan Binnington tonight. He had to make some absolutely amazing saves. A lot of them in the first period. But even a few as the game went on. This is not a bad team that Canada took advantage of. This is a good team that we were better than and worked hard to be better than. But let's get into some of the specifics. So, about 7 or 8 minutes into the game, things are a little bit back and forth, but Canada's still driving the play with the forecheck. And Nathan McKinnon enters the zone, drives the defense back, and absolutely shelves it on Lucas Dostal. But Nick Suzuki takes a tripping penalty. It's sort of away from the actual play that was happening. He's not a very active participant in the trip, but his stick is in between the Czech player's skates. By the letter of the law, that's tripping. That's fine. It's unfortunate. It's a little soft, but it's technically the right call. And with seconds remaining in the first period, it looks like, despite being territorially second best, the Czechs are going to get out of the first period with a 0-0 tie. Until Cale Makar keeps the puck in, puts the puck to the net. Macklin Celebrini, who was dynamite in this game, is taking some lessons from Sidney Crosby in deflections, apparently, because he deflects the Makar shot beautifully. Dostal complains, but he's got nothing to complain about, and Canada goes up 1-0. Then in the second, our third line, if you really want to number them, goes to work. And it's Mitch Marner coming down the wing, making an absolutely unbelievable saucer pass to Mark Stone, who was involved in the offense at every turn and was defensively responsible. He's got the easiest goal of his life, just redirecting the Marner pass, and it's 2-0. Wow, is this team ever fun to watch. Czechs are still hanging around, though. They're getting the odd shift where they put some forecheck pressure on. Some guys like Michael Kempney and Pasternak are always going to be dangerous. But Canada is continuously coming in waves. And near the end of the second, Bo Horvat gets sprung. And a lot of people, including myself a little bit, questioned why you would take Bo Horvat to this tournament. He answers that question, another check mark, by splitting the defense like a bolt of lightning and sliding it through Dostal's legs to make it 3-0 after 2. The Czechs aren't getting 4, but it keeps on coming. In the third, after not scoring on an early power play, the most ridiculous power play you've ever seen gets to work. Crosby on the sideboards gets down to the side of the net to Connor McDavid, who makes a cross-crease pass to Nathan MacKinnon for an empty net power play goal. How on earth are you supposed to defend a power play that includes Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, and Nathan MacKinnon on one line? And oh yeah, that also includes Cale Makar. Good luck to you. Nobody's covering that. Have a good night. It's 4-0. As Canada keeps coming late, and I will exemplify this by saying for most of the game, the score wasn't always even, but the shots were. But we ground the Czech team down to the point where, in the third period, the shots went from essentially even to around 36-25 by the final few minutes. This was physical, mental, psychological domination by this Canadian Olympic team against the second best team in their group on paper. Anyway, my point being, as this domination is winding down, Nick Suzuki, with the most accidental on purpose deflection, puts it over Dostal and makes it 5-0. This team got a +5 on a Czech team that I think will be in contention for a bronze medal. Jordan Binnington finishes off his shutout. He was brilliant when he had to be. Lucas Dostal was great for the Czechs, but there's nothing he can do. And it's onward to Switzerland tomorrow. The only small blemish is that Josh Morrissey got hurt. And if he's out for a long time, since the tournament started, we can't replace him. But rosters are a little bigger at the Olympics, so even if he's out for a while, he's getting replaced by Travis Sanheim. Yeah, good night if these guys are on their game. This Canadian team proved they are what we thought they were, and they are great. I don't know if there's many teams in this tournament that are gonna be able to get as close as Czech did. Not only because this team can score, but because it'll hurt you as well. This was right out of the Shorzy playbook. They kicked your ass on the scoreboard. They hit you. They chirped you. It was It was textbook hockey domination, leaving no prisoners, and I can't wait to see what they do the rest of this Olympic tournament. And Jordan Binnington proved this is his net, even though John Cooper says it was his net as soon as he won the Four Nations. Let's see what happens. But job number 1 is done with a big fat check mark with a Z. Let me know what you thought of this game. It was awesome. That's what you should think about it. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go Canada!